just finished my piece for Rob's art showcase, and I was like, dude, what do I do until like it's Rob's stream starts in about an hour? So maybe I just do a quick stream. That's the plan. I still have a lot of videos I recorded of past work I did, and I wanted to check those out. So maybe... let's see, which video could we watch? What do I have here for us? Oh, we can watch Tiki's. Tiki. Been a while since I last did this one. Let me put the reference on screen. This is Tiki. I have to do a little smaller. Maybe like this. Yeah. No, I did this a while ago. I think was what, 2 months ago. I wanted to have to go through, like, I have a lot of these, and I also want to upload those to YouTube. I have to stream more, and I have to upload more to YouTube. So let's do it. So Tiki, I had already done some commissions for Tiki a while ago, and I really like the Tiki's hair. The very fun hair to draw. Usually on these portraits I don't do much detailing on the hair, but I really like drawing Tikis. Here I'm just doing the sketch. Hello Wolf, hi. Nice seeing you. I'm watching an old recording. This is like 2 months old, I think. I did this, what was in May, I guess. I think so. Tiki. I just finished my art for today Rob's art showcase, and I was like, I have to find something to do, right, until the stream begins. So maybe I just stream myself, put in some hours. I don't even remember my thought process on this one. But like, I think there isn't like much secret here. I'm basically looking at the reference image and just trying to do my best. So I keep trying and trying, like, I add a pixel, I add another pixel, see how it looks, then redo it another way. It's basically how I do all this complex stuff. I almost never I have like a clear idea of what I am gonna do. I just keep trying a lot of different combinations and see what looks best. Wait for the other eye. I really liked this one at the time. I remember when I had just finished this one, I was like, ooh, looks cool, looks nice. Especially the hair. I really like drawing this hair. Because I wanted to keep it simple, but also like doing the fiery texture. It's been a while since I last did these squared shiny eyes. I used to do them all the time. It's been a while I don't do them. I'll try doing them again. Just trying it out, seeing what would look better here. And then I remember, I think I realized the eye looked like too wide open, this right eye. So I added some darker pixels on the top. Now adding some details, going to the makeup. Which is basically like a gradient. I start with some darker red, then go to some lighter red. And this one I didn't have a reference for, like I'm not color picking from the image like I do most of the times. This one I was eyeing out, just figuring out myself the colors. I'm testing the color for the skin. Like, it's way quicker, of course, like to just color pick the colors from a reference image. But I also do like to train a bit, doing myself the colors. It's a really good like knowledge to have, I think. We had to keep training to keep it. At least the way I think about doing the colors, I have to train it so it keeps sharp. But yeah, just color picking for a reference. Usually What I like about using an image for color pick is that a lot of times I use colors that I would never imagine using. A lot of especially with all of these portraits, there has been a lot of these portraits that I color pick from VRChat screenshots, right? So the results always come with stuff that I would never try by myself, at least. These eyes looked really nice. Really like how these eyes turned out. Now doing some shading techniques. Basically like a shading pattern. So I can do the red makeup on the cheeks. A little red nose. Also trying to use the same tones I used on the makeup I'm using for the nose. I usually try to do that. A little highlight on the nose. I'm planning how I'm going for the mouth, so I just keep lowering the skin. Oh no, first I have to finish the other side of the makeup, then I go for the mouth. Usually I draw like in increments like this, like I just colored one part of the face where I wanna work, then later I start going downwards, because if this is something I do all the time, if I have other stuff already drawn, I keep going back and forth. So that's one thing I started doing, so I wouldn't keep thinking about the mouth, for example, in this case. If I had already drawn the chin of the face, I would keep trying to compare it to the mouth, and then I would want to draw the mouth so I could see how the cheeks would interact with it. So right now I just I did the eyes, and then I needed at least something for the eyebrows, so I just marked where the eyebrows would be. And then I go just with the cheeks, so while I'm doing the cheeks I'm comparing it to the eyes, see how it looks, and then at some point I did the nose, and I would then when I progress to the mouth, I just have the eyes and the cheeks to compare. So I progress in increments, so I don't activate my brain and start thinking about the whole thing. But sometimes, like, I have a plan. Like, if I'm planning to do something, like, let's say I wanted to do something very special for the mouth, then I would go for the mouth and try to do everything else in reference to the mouth, right? It depends on how I had planned. So in these portraits, usually the eyes are the most important part. So I just do them and go in increments starting from the eyes, and it works. That's one thing I used to talk about. Like a lot of the earlier drawings I did on stream, I was talking a lot about how I also like to not draw the eyes first, especially when I'm thinking about the pose or something like that. Because usually the eyes kind of... A lot of artists like to start from the eyes and then the face first, because it already gives a lot of expression to the... Not just to the face, but it gives... kind of gives life to the art. So you have a good impression about your art from the start. So that's why usually I like to not do the eyes first. So I don't have that easy way out, right? So I have to put some life into the pose or like maybe the shoulders and stuff like that. It's a way to focus on other stuff. It was one of the things I used to do a lot when I started to try out some different poses, some more complex poses. Maybe I should try some of those again. It's been a while since I don't do that. I've been drawing eyes first for a while now. I reverted to my old ways. Now the little mouth. So now I draw the whole shin and the mouth. I like how Tiki's face is a more rounded, different from a lot of anime girl style avatars that people have that are more triangular. I like this little variety. So for the mouth, I wanted some more red, some more vibrant red. So here I didn't use just the colors I used for the nose and the eyes. I also added this little red, but I used the same shade from the skin to do the highlights on the lips. Trying to do the little piercings. Trying some highlights on the piercings. They're trying out many different colors to see what would look best. Tokas, thanks for the sub. Thank you so much. Tokens. Welcome to the stream. Thanks for the sub. Helps a lot. Alpha, hi hi. A lot of soup. Hello, hello. I'm drawing Tiki. Decided to do a little stream before Rob's art showcase today. I had finished my art just now, so I was like, oh, there is still an hour before Rob's stream starts. Maybe I do a little stream before them. So I'm going through some art I did in the past. Like this I did 2 months ago, I think. So here I am watching it. Yeah. The art showcase usually starts like 2 hours into the stream, usually, I think. So there is still a long time to wait before it. I really like the art I did for it. So I think people will like that one. So remember when I did this, like throughout the whole thing, I didn't know what I would do with the hair because I love drawing hair, and especially Tiki's hair is like I like this fiery red and orange. I like how it looks. But I promised myself that all the portraits were about me training how to do face details, like the glow in the eyes, the mouth and nose. So I remember until I actually started doing the hair, I actually didn't know exactly how I would go with the hair because I wanted to do something cool because I just enjoy Tiki's hair, but I also like the portrait. The purpose of the portraits were to have simple hair so I could focus on other stuff, and I don't want to spend a lot of time on these portraits. All the portraits, the idea of them are for me to, it's like a warm-up, right? All of them, the idea was to do one every day just as a warm-up, like something I could do like in 2 or 3 hours, and then I would start on commissions and other stuff right after. Because hair is something I can lose easily. I can lose some hours. Like if I start actually trying to put details into the hair, I can certainly lose hours just on the hair. Yeah. So I promised myself I would just do simple hair, and it became kind of a style. I remember when was it? I think it was Leah that asked me to do a more detailed hair, and I was like, let me do the simple one first, then after I do the simple hair, you tell me if you want. Like I can totally do the detailed hair if you want, but I'll do just the simple one first. Then I did the simple one, and Leah was like, yeah, I understand you now. The simple hair looks awesome. Because it works, like the simple hair looks nice. It kinda, when you start adding details to the hair, it is a lot of stuff going on, right? Then when you do the simple hair, you focus your attention on the details on the face, like the eyes, the makeup, On Leah's specifically, like it made because Leah's have a part of the hair is cover one of the eyes, so the other eye became like so. There is such a huge focus on the other eye. Like the simple hair really adds up on that one. I really like that art. So here I'm still trying to use the same colors I am already using. So instead of doing like some shade of gray or something that is the actual color of the glasses, I'm using shades of red on the doing some anti-alias. Hi, our blacksmith. Hi. Nice having you here. So I'm using some red on some small colors, so some small corners. Now I'm adding like I'm getting some. I'm trying to I'm trying to use some of the little brown I use for the face, and I'm testing out colors. I really like trying to use the same colors I already using to keep the color palette as small as possible. Because I think as I start adding a lot of different shades, it starts getting the art starts getting a lot more complex. And I think it defeats the purpose of it being pixel art. Like, I like it being simple, right? Just a little selection of colors, as close to old video games that used to have the smallest color palette possible. And I do miss doing just two colors, like a monochrome art. It's been a while since I last did those. I didn't see that CC have a meeting today. Ooh, yeah. Should I be in there? Yeah, there is a meeting. Ooh. Maybe I should be there as well. It's not mandatory, just for update on the week. I wanna be more involved on Crown Crew stuff. So maybe I will be there. Yeah. Yeah, but like the art showcase starts a lot later, like maybe like 2 or 3 hours from now. I think it's okay. So here I'm starting the hair, and as I talked before, I still didn't know exactly what I would do. So I remember thinking like, I'll just add the yellowish parts on the tips, and then I see how it looks later. So I just like added some of the orange, then added the yellow tips, and I went with this for a little while. And I don't remember if I added much colors after these. I'm gonna try practice the pixel art. Yeah. Oh yeah, tracing. Yeah, Like tracing is a really good, especially if you take your photo, then you resize it like on Photoshop or something. Then you can see how much information from your AVI will come down into, right? When you resize it to a small size first, you can see like, oh, this is how many pixels the eyes will be in a smaller size. So you start like, I used to do this all the time. Like I talked yesterday about how I did add a little orange. Yeah, I think I will stay with just these 3 shades throughout the whole thing. So one of the first things I had to do, because I was already working in a video game company. It was a mobile game company, and then they asked if I wanted to do pixel art, and I was like, sure, I wanna try it. And one of the first art I had to do was a little doggy, a little bulldog, and I just took a picture of a bulldog and I resized it like 20 by 30 pixels wide, I think, and just to look how it would look like, right? And later on I realized, I found out that there is a common pixel art practice, like to just resize your reference to see what happens. You wanna like see how much data goes into little small spaces, like. Then I would do that, then trace over that. It really works. But then like some years after that, how many years after that I started art college? I think it was like 4 years after that holy. Hi Broom, hi. You're zooming in, so many pixels, yeah. So like when I was working with mobile games, I did a lot of stuff there, and then like I stayed at that company for like 2 years. Then I started art college a little later on. And on art college, I started training observation art, right? So then after I started doing a lot of observation training, I kind of stopped doing tracing. Tracing, especially for pixel art, tracing is very useful when you're starting. But if you already have good eyes, like for observation training, then it kind of become a little. Tracing actually is harder to do than just look at something and like usually, like right now, if I try to do tracing, I think it moves away from my style, I think, because now I yeah, you start on tracing. Yes, exactly. Like it's good because when you're tracing, what you're trying to do is like building up your personal library, if you will. Like you're trying to because you still don't have like your own style, right? So what you're doing, like trying to build up that library of different eyes, you know how to do different shapes of faces, body types, and stuff like that. So after you have already done a lot of that, you build up your personal library, then I think yeah. My style also changed a lot. I've been looking through my through my art like from the past 2 years, and yeah, it changes a lot. I think it's good to change. I don't like to be fixed to just one style. You don't like how cartoon it is? Yeah. Trying to do like when I did that Lazy art, that art for Lazy, I tried some IRL art. I used to be really good at doing IRL pixel art. I did one for soda popping. Did you see that one? Let me. That one was like an actual IRL experience, realistic art. I think it was the most realistic I did in the past years. Where is it? This one. This one, like, I wanted to draw Soda Popping is dead. So it had to be very realistic. Yeah, so I really like doing stuff like that. Then I did Lazy's last week, right? Lazy one was also very realistic. I want to do more realistic stuff, but it takes a lot longer than just anime faces. So like when I was in art college, like doing observation training, like looking at a real model and trying to reproduce it, it becomes kind of commonplace. So yeah. Someone asked me, I think it was on Rob's Discord, let me see. When I did the Lazy one, someone asked me about like if it was that much harder to do than anime faces. I don't remember what I... here is... Don't stop music. Stop. Here is what I answered. I answered, it's different in the sense that I had to do a lot more detailing to make it look more realistic, but the technique is mostly the same, yes. You can see how in this one I'm referring to the Lazy art I did. You can see how in this one the body part look a little uncanny. Oh yeah, it does. The body looks a little weird compared to the head, and that's because usually I get away with simple shading on most portraits because it's anime-like. Yes, like in this one, for example, in this Tiki one, I actually did something a lot more complex than what I remember. But usually I can get away with doing something very simple because of the anime face, but when I'm doing something realistic, then I have to just go all the way with details everywhere. My style used to be realistic, but I loved how anime style was, so I switched it for that. Now I regret it. Yeah, that I was trying to do line art, like, because it's been a while since I last did art with line art. So I have been trying to do, like, I did the Sailor Flexa. The Sailor Flexa one was one I really liked that has line art. Where is it? Sailor's Flexa. Here, Sailor Flexa. This one. So this one I wanted to add some line art, right? I do it like this. So I did some line art, and I want to do some more of that in the future. But the line art actually takes a lot longer for me because I have to add the line art, right? So I had to go pixel by pixel, going all around my drawing, adding line art, because I don't draw with line art like you would do with pencil. So yeah. I did add a lot of detail on Tiki's hair. But I really like Tiki's hair, so I had to do it. I remember when I was doing it, I forgot that the shoulders should have like skin color and not when I did the color bucket, I was like, wait, this is not what I should be drawing. It starts in a few minutes. Yeah, I think I'm gonna finish this. How much? Still 10 minutes left here. Then I'll join too. Oh, in this one you can see a lot of times I'm trying to paint bucket stuff. And since I'm doing a lot of layers, in this one I'm having trouble. So, oh, you're trying to do pixel with Clip Studio? Yeah, I wanna know if it's actually doable. I guess it is, right? Like, as soon as I finish this, I'm gonna get something to eat, then I join VRChat. Ooh, it has pixel art tools. That's good to know. That's awesome. It's good, like, to have an app that you're already used to, that you can do different stuff with that same app. So that's why I used Photoshop for a while. But then at the end of last year, I was doing like this big art for... Hi, Dan! Hi. At the end of the last year, I was doing this big art for Rob. That was like Rob in the center and all of the mutes that were popular at the time. It was like 12 people, I think. So dude, that art was looking so good. I was really proud of that one. Then my PC crashed. My PC started crashing around that time, and the Photoshop file corrupted, and I lost the whole thing. Then I was like so depressed. I never opened Photoshop again, and I finally did my full migration to Sprite, which is this software here. And I really love this software. And I like how the Sprite community like really loves the app. So there is a lot of like community edits. Like there are some like Sprite is not open source itself, but How does it work? I know that they offered people to do their own builds. So if you have a Sprite license, you can get the source code and edit it. So there are some. I use the main version, but I know there are some different builds out there that people use that are made by the community. I think that's really cool. Yeah, I really like how Tiki's hair looks. Yeah, like I like how this ended up in the end, like because I wanted to do something simple, but at the same time it kind of still has like the complexity of Tiki's hair. I think it works in the end. Yeah, and I sign it. And this is it. Yeah, Tiki. And this is it. Rob. Oh, good that Rob appeared right as it started, because I think I am going to send everyone to Rob. We have art showcase today. Oh, here's the Lee art I was talking about earlier. Like, you see how it's just plain color? And it works, like it looks really nice. Yeah, here's Cyber. Dan, thanks for the sub.
Didn't realize my sub died as you were dead.
Didn't realize your sub died. As the ads came in. Okay, I'm gonna leave you with Rob. And today there's art showcase, and I did a really nice pick. I'm actually really proud of the piece I did for Rob. Really nice one. Okay. Quick stream, just a small quick stream today. Yeah, it's so nice having you here, Dan. Thanks, Alpha. Broom was here as well. Really nice seeing you guys here. This was just a quick stream, like just because I had finished my art for the showcase, and I had like an hour until Rob's stream, and I was like, dude, I have nothing to do till then, so maybe I just stream. It was nice. Tomorrow I will start doing the VTubers from A to Z. So I will try to stream every day, doing one VTuber a day. And I will do like famous VTubers. I'm basically doing all my waifus, the VTubers I enjoy. So starting from today, all the letters in the alphabet, one VTuber for each letter. And I'll try to do, and I will do them live. It's been a while since I last did live stuff, so it's gonna be fun. Okay, bye bye. Nice having you here, guys. Bye bye.